Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's very important in the world of artificial intelligence, but often misunderstood. Something called inherited bias. Now, when you hear bias, you might think of a person having a prejudice, right? But how can a computer program be biased? Well, it turns out AI can be just as biased as humans, and sometimes even more so, because AI inherits those biases from us. So stay tuned, and we're going to jump right into this. All right, so think of this. If you teach a child only one way to do something, or only show them one perspective, they'll grow up believing that that's the only way. AI is kind of like a child. It learns from the data we feed it. And if that data is skewed or incomplete, the AI will learn those same skewed patterns. So what exactly is inherited bias in AI? Well, in simple terms, it's when an AI system learns and reproduces unfair or inaccurate patterns that were present in its training data. It's not the AI deciding to be biased, it's the AI reflecting the biases it was taught. Let's use a simple analogy. Imagine you're teaching a new chef how to cook. If all the recipes you give them are from one specific culture and only used as a certain set of ingredients, that chef will become an expert in that cuisine. But if you then ask them to cook something from a completely different culture, they might struggle or even try to force their familiar ingredients into the new dish because that's all they know. AI works similarly. It learns from its recipes, which are massive data sets of information. If those data sets have hidden biases, the AI will internalize them, creating bias. So, where do these hidden biases come from? There are a few main culprits. One, bias training data. This is probably the biggest one. AI learns by looking for patterns in the data it's given. If that data reflects historical inequalities or prejudices, the AI will pick up on that. For example, let's imagine a company that decides to use an AI to help them sort through job applications. Sounds efficient, right? They train this AI on decades of their past hiring data. Now, historically, this company may have, say, unconsciously favored male candidates for leadership roles. So, the AI looks at all the old data and sees a pattern. Successful leaders in this company are usually men. Even if gender isn't explicitly listed as a factor, the AI might pick up on subtle clues in resumes that correlate with gender, like hobbies or university majors. The result? The AI starts disproportionately rejecting qualified female candidates, not because it's sexist, but because it learned that pattern from the historical data. It inherited the company's past biases, even if the company is now trying to be more diverse. It's like the AI is saying, well, this is how it's always been done here. 2. Unrepresentative data. Sometimes the data isn't necessarily biased in a negative sense, but it just doesn't represent everyone. Think about facial recognition technology. Many early facial recognition systems were trained predominantly on data sets of people with lighter skin tones. What happened? When these systems were used in the real world, they often struggled to accurately identify people with darker skin tones, or even women, leading to higher error rates. It's not that the AI intended to exclude anyone. It just hadn't seen enough diverse examples during its learning phase. The AI inherited a limited view of the world. Number 3, human bias in design. Even the people building the AI can sometimes unknowingly introduce bias, as all of our paths in life are different. We all have our own perspectives and assumptions, and these can subtly influence how we design algorithms or choose what data to use. For example, if a team building a medical AI is primarily composed of individuals from one specific demographic, they might inadvertently overlook certain symptoms or health conditions that are more prevalent in other groups, simply because they haven't been exposed to that knowledge. So why should we care about inherited bias? Because AI is becoming incredibly powerful and is used in more and more aspects of our lives, in many cases to protect and provide the freedoms we experience in this life. From deciding who gets a loan, to who gets interviewed for a job, to even predicting crime, AI's decisions have real-world consequences. If those decisions are based on biased information, it can perpetuate and even amplify existing inequalities, making them worse. It can deny opportunities and reinforce harmful stereotypes, eroding trust in technology. The good news? We're not powerless against inherited bias. There are many things being done and that we can do to make AI fairer. 1. Diverse and representative data. This is crucial. We need to make sure AI is trained on data that truly reflects the diversity of the world. This means actively seeking out and including data from all different groups, backgrounds, and perspectives. It's like our chef example. Give them recipes from all over the world with a variety of ingredients, and they'll become a much more versatile and fair cook. 2. Bias detection tools. Developers are building tools that can actively scan AI models and their data for signs of bias. Think of it like a fairness scanner that highlights where the AI might be making unfair assumptions. Number 3, diverse teams. Having diverse teams of people building AI is incredibly important. When people from different backgrounds, genders, and ethnicities are involved, they bring different perspectives and are more likely to spot potential biases before they become a problem. It's about having many eyes on the problem, each seeing it from a slightly different angle. Number 4, ongoing mentoring. AI systems aren't set it and forget it. They need to be continuously monitored and tested, even after they're deployed, to ensure they remain fair and don't develop new biases over time. Inherited bias is a complex challenge, but by understanding where it comes from and what we can do about it, we can work towards building AI systems that are not only intelligent, but also fair and equitable for everyone. It's a journey, not a destination. But by prioritizing ethical AI development, we can ensure that these powerful tools serve humanity in the best way possible. There is a bright hope for a future with AI.